Hey there, I'm Jennifer Bands, and today on Low Carb with Jennifer, I'm going to show you how to make this French onion smothered chicken. Let's get started with this French onion smothered chicken. It is so amazing, so much flavor, but we got to get to cooking. We got to get to cooking because it's not the quickest recipe, but it is easy and delicious. We're going to start with seasoning some chicken breast. I've got about 1.5 pounds of chicken breast, and the thicker ones I've cut in half lengthwise just so they cook faster. And I'm going to season them with salt, pepper, and dried thyme. We've got 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, and I'm just seasoning, eyeballing the pepper and the salt. I'm going to get them in the pan and then I'll season the other side. I'm going to heat a tablespoon of avocado oil in my pan, and I'm heating it on about medium to medium high heat. Okay, we've got our skillet hot, and now we're going to add the chicken to the skillet. Since these are on the thinner side, these will not take very long to cook. I'm going to season the other side with salt, pepper, and thyme. And now we're just going to cook these until they're cooked through. That would be 165 degrees Fahrenheit using an internal meat thermometer. Okay, our chicken is up to temperature, so I'm going to remove it. And it's okay to remove it with, a few degrees under temp because there's going to be carryover cooking. So now we're going to reduce the heat to about medium, and I'm going to stir in 1/2 cup of beef broth. And I've got a tablespoon of butter. And this is what we're going to use to caramelize our onions. I've got 2 cups of sliced onion, and that was it was actually 1 large onion, 1 large white onion. You can use yellow onion if you want. So now, this is what's going to take some time. This is going to take at least 20 minutes to get these onions really wilted down and caramelized, and it's so worth it. It makes the onions so sweet and delicious. We're going to keep our skillet on about medium heat, and if you find that your onions are starting to dry out, we're going to add more beef broth, a little bit at a time, to keep them hydrated and keep them caramelizing and not getting too brown. So yeah, this is going to take, 20 to 30 minutes. So I'll see you when they're done. Okay, our onions are looking amazing. It's been about 30 or so minutes. And now I'm going to add in 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. And we're going to let these cook down for about 5 minutes. Our mushrooms are looking good, so now I'm going to finish off by adding the rest of the beef broth. As the onions and the mushrooms were cooking, I made sure that the onions never dried out, and I was adding the beef broth throughout the cooking process. We started with 2 cups, so I've now added all of the beef broth. I'm going to let this cook down just a little bit more, and then we're going to finish off with some cheese, the chicken on the cheese, and it is amazing. Okay, let's finish this up. I'm going to add my chicken back to the skillet. I'm going to nestle it in all of the onions and mushrooms. And I'm just going to use my tongs to put a few onions and mushrooms on top of each piece of chicken. And now we're going to top each piece of chicken with a slice of Swiss cheese. And now we're going to cover with a lid just to let that cheese melt. I don't have a lid that fits this pan, so I kind of nestled the chicken into the center and then just kind of pressed a lid down on there. Or you could put this under the broiler if you don't have a lid that fits this pan or your pan. Okay, our cheese is nice and melty on our chicken, and how amazing does that look? This recipe gets rave reviews on my website, so be sure you check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.